The city of Ebonvale never truly slept. It flickered, not with life, but with survivor. Streetlight buzzed like tired insects, neon signs blink in broken rhymes, and above it all, the sky remained permanently grey as though the sun had forgotten this place ever existed. People said it rained in 12 years, not a drop, and in the middle of that forgotten city lived a woman named Zara Adeyemi. Zara was not someone you would notice at first glance, but she was someone you would never forget after looking twice. She had deep mahogany skin that caught even the faintest light, like polished wood after rain. Her eyes sharp, observant, almost unsettling, held the quiet intensity of someone who listened more than she spoke. Her hair was always wrapped in layered, textured moss turban made from faded indigo and burnt orange fabric, worn but tied with precision like ritual. She wore long flowing dress, once vibrant, now softened by time and dust, stitched together from remnants of old fabric. Even pieces she wore told a story, though no one ever asked. She was a map maker, but not the kind who map road. She mapped memories. Every day, Zara sat at a small wooden desk by her window, sketching the city, not as it was, but as it used to be. Her charcoal moved slowly across paper, tracing rivers that no one longer flowed. She traced rivers that no longer flowed, trees that no longer stood, and skies that were once blue. People thought she was strange. Why draw what no longer exists? They whispered softly. But Zara never answered because she knew something they didn't. This city wasn't dying, it was forgetting. Wow. One evening, as the evening old through the empty alley, Zara noticed something strange. A drop. She froze. A single drop of water landed on her sketchbook right where she had drawn a river. She looked up. The sky was still grey, still empty, but her heart began to race. That night, Zara couldn't sleep. She slept. She spread her drawing in across the floor. Hundreds of them lay like fragments of lost word. Then she saw it. Every place she had drawn was beginning to change. The edge shimmered, the shackle dipping, and faintly, almost impossibly, she heard something. Water. Wow, water. The next morning, Zara ran through the city, but this time, something was different. A crack in the dry ground near the old market was damp. A tree damned had a tiny green shoot. People gathered, confused, whispering, "Is this rain?" No, impossible. Zara stood still, her breath catching. She understood now. She now understands. The city wasn't waiting for rain. It was waiting to be remembered back to life. Can you imagine? But memory has a cost. That night, Zara continued drawing something strange. Her hand trembled. Her reflection in the window flickered like a fading photograph. Every stroke she made the wall stronger, but made her weaker. Days passed. The sky began to shift, just slightly. Cloud moved. The air softened. People began to hope again, and Zara began to disappear. Her skin lost its glow. Her voice began a whisper, but still she drew faster now, desperately, mapping rivers, forests, skies, every memory she could put from the depth of her soul, until one final night the storm came. Not quiet, not gentle, but like a roar from a forgotten heaven. Lightning tore through the sky, thunder shook the earth, and then rain. The city erupted. People laughed, cried, danced in the street. Children gathered out their hand, feeling water from the first time. The ground drank deeply. The tree awakened. The river returned. But Zara, she sat quietly by her window, I find her drawing in front of her a sky full of light. She smiled softly. As the rain touched her skin, she faded, not into darkness, but into the world she had restored. The next morning, the city was alive again, and on Zara's desk, one final mark remained, signed with her name, proof that someone had remembered enough to bring everything back. And sometimes when the rain falls just right, people say they see her in the reflection of the water, still watching, still remembering. This is the story of Sarah Adeyemi, remembering the world. Even when she was fading, she brought back those memories and brought back the city to life again. Sarah Adeyemi. Old people will remember her even when she's faded.